Imagine having one of the most recognizable faces on Earth and still getting roasted by a random stranger. Rowan Atkinson once met a fan who stared at him and said, "You know, you look exactly like Mr. Bean." Rowan smiled and replied, "That's because I am Mr. Bean." The man laughed and said, "Yeah, right, bet you wish you were." One sentence, total destruction. Rowan Atkinson became a global icon by barely saying a word. But the moment you hand the master of silent comedy a microphone, things get even funnier. Most people would be intimidated standing on a Formula One starting grid surrounded by roaring engines and cameras. Not Rowan. When asked what Mr. Bean would think of the race, he smoothly avoided the question and used the moment to mention that he was personally invited by Formula One driver George Russell. It was one of the most polite humble brags you'll ever hear.
What would Mr. Bean reckon to all of this Formula One malarkey?
Well, he would enjoy it very much because he's a car enthusiast, as you know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he had some magnificent cars, didn't he?
Cars, then he'd enjoy it. But anyway, it's fantastic to be here. I'm a guest of George Russell, which is, it wasn't planned for me to be here on a weekend, when he got pole, but here we are.
Rowan Atkinson name dropping. Whatever next?
I know. I'm here as a matter of fact, as a guest of George Russell. So.
Oh, fantastic.
So that's how privileged I am.
I did a movie quite a while ago called Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Oh, yes.
In which Mr. Bean...
You're so casual about that. I did a film called Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Well,
Because he'd look like an even bigger knob if he said, "Oh, well, of course you all know Mr. Bean's Holiday."
yeah, exactly.
So it's
I'm trying to reduce my knob quotient.
So how do you create one of the most recognizable comedy characters in history? According to Rowan, it started with a mirror. He spent years experimenting with facial expressions, stretching and contorting his face until something uniquely funny emerged. Add inspiration from a particularly uneventful trip to Venice, and eventually Mr. Bean was born. Ironically, Rowan has described Bean as a selfish, childish, and occasionally vindictive character. Yet millions of people absolutely adore him.
Do you remember that night?
Yes, I certainly remember the night. It was a one-off. It was a one-night review, and I was asked if I wanted to do something, and I couldn't think of anything, and I just stood in front of a mirror, to be honest, and I just started pulling faces, for want of a better term. And I just sort of, was doing this... And then there was this idea of having a card. Have you got anything that I could... Anyway, it was something like that. Early on in the life of Mr. Bean, getting lots of letters from people saying, "Oh, I'd love to have dinner with Mr. Bean. How hilarious that would be." He's a very, very selfish individual. He's a child.
I love your work, I have to say, but the thing that I loved the most, Blackadder.
Oh, right, good.
Elizabethan Blackadder.
Right.
You became a sex symbol because of that.
Oh, pish.
No, it's not pish. It's true. Look, it was
yes.
It was just the whole persona, and you really suited the outfit. I have to say.
Yeah,
that costume.
Yeah, sadly, I haven't had occasion to wear.
Crisis, Baldrick, crisis! No marriage, no money, and more bills. For the first time in my life, I've decided to follow a suggestion of yours.
If I may make so bold, a major crisis has arisen in your affairs.
Yes, I know, Blackadder. I've been pondering it all morning.
Rowan can turn even an acceptance speech into a comedy routine. While accepting an award on behalf of a colleague filming with Hollywood stars, he pointed out that he hadn't even been offered a role in a low-budget adult film. The room erupted. Self-deprecation has rarely been delivered with such precision.
John cannot unfortunately accept it himself because he is in Hollywood, starring in his first major film role with Meryl Streep. I am, however, not in Hollywood, not having been offered even a minor role in an 8mm pornographic movie.
That was really good, thank you. This side or this side?
Right, how do you want to sit down?
No, I'll get behind you.
I see, I just sit here and
you
do
don't
nothing.
have to do anything.
Okay.
Coming up on Sunrise this morning, we meet the lovely Mr. Rowan Atkinson. We talk about Mr. Bean's Holiday, and all you have to say is, if you miss it, you miss out. Simple as that. You ready?
Right, okay.
I'm good at this.
Good, okay. How interesting.
Morning, Neil Sean here on Sunrise. A man who needs no introduction, Mr. Rowan Atkinson, and we talk about Mr. Bean's holiday. Remember though, Rowan?
Sorry?
If you miss it, you miss out.
Do you mind doing that again?
Yeah, okay. Morning, Neil Sean here on Sunrise. This morning we meet Mr. Rowan Atkinson and we talk all about Mr. Bean's holiday. Remember though, Rowan?
What?
If you miss it, you miss out.
Oh, yes. And he came up to me after a while and he said, "Excuse me, has anyone ever told you that you're the absolute spitting image of that Mr. Bean?" And I said, "Well, actually, I am the actor who plays Mr. Bean." And he said,
Rowan Atkinson doesn't need words to make people laugh, but when he speaks, his wit is just as dangerous as his silence. Subscribe for more stories about the world's greatest celebrities, and I'll see you in the next video.
On a visit on a holiday in Venice that I had in 1985, quite a long time ago. Wouldn't it be fun, because I had already started exploring just doing purely visual comedy. I'd explored it on stage, and I was interested in trying to put visual comedy through the character of Mr. Bean on TV. And so that's where it started. Well, the first ones we did were in 1988, 89, and then it sort of grew from there, and now we've got this...
Weird, it's like you've got to...